I missed our love anniversary because of an ER shift, and then he disappeared like he never existed. I was stitching up a drunk guy's forehead when I realized the date. By the time I tore off my gloves and ran to the cafe, Noah was gone, and so was every trace he'd ever left in my life. You'd think I'd remember something as simple as our anniversary. But when you work the night shift in an ER in Chicago, time becomes elastic. Minutes bleed into hours. Coffee becomes water. And love, well, love becomes the thing you tell yourself you'll get back to when everything calms down. Only it never does. Noah was waiting for me at Finch and Fern, our little spot tucked between a laundromat and a bookstore. It's where we had our first coffee, our first fight, our first kiss. I was supposed to be off at 7. I got caught in a 4-car pileup that ended in 2 deaths and a toddler with a collapsed lung. My phone buzzed 12 times. I saw none of them. By the time I showed up at 8:24, the waitress handed me a note. It was folded once. No name, just a sentence that burned through the paper. Some things don't survive waiting. That was the last time I saw him. No texts, no Instagram, no mutual friends. It was like Noah Reynolds had never existed, like I'd loved a ghost. But he did exist. I loved him in the soft way you love someone when you think you'll have forever. I loved him when he fell asleep on my shoulder during reruns of Grey's Anatomy. I loved him when he brought me Advil and McDonald's at 3 a.m. I loved him in every second I wasn't working, which, admittedly, weren't enough. For 6 months I searched, even posted in a subreddit. Missing boyfriend or just dumped? Someone replied, "You probably just got ghosted, dude." Maybe I did. Maybe I deserved it. But then, 8 months later, at 2:17 a.m., a trauma code came in. 27-year-old male, unresponsive, suspected drug OD, found in a subway restroom. He was pale. His fingers were cold. And when I peeled back the oxygen mask, it was Noah. Except it wasn't. Not completely. His eyes fluttered open, disoriented. His voice was hoarse, like it hadn't spoken in weeks. "I know you," he whispered. And I said the most idiotic thing a doctor could possibly say in that moment. "I used to love you." Noah didn't remember me. Not fully. Or maybe he didn't want to. He was checked in under a fake name, Aiden Ross, but the dimple in his left cheek when he winced, the scar under his chin from a dog bite when he was 10, even the way he avoided eye contact when lying. It was him. My Noah. My coffee shop, stargazing, hold my hand until I sleep Noah. Social services were involved. They said he'd been homeless. Maybe using. Maybe just surviving. When I asked what happened, he said, "I got tired of being forgotten." It shattered me. "I didn't forget you," I said one night, sitting beside his hospital bed. "I lost you." "You were late," he replied. "And I needed someone who'd choose me over chaos." We didn't speak again for weeks. I wasn't allowed to treat him after that conflict of interest. But I saw him sometimes in the courtyard garden. He'd sit near the fountain with a sketchpad. He drew birds a lot, sometimes people. One night, I found a drawing slipped under my windshield. 2 figures on a bench. One sleeping on the other's shoulder. Stars above them. It was us. He remembered. I waited outside the garden the next night. He didn't come. Or the night after that. Or the next. Finally, on Friday, I saw him, standing at the gate, looking unsure, rain in his hair. "I'm clean now," he said. "I'm still in love with you," I replied. He didn't say anything. He just walked up, pressed his forehead against mine, and whispered, "Then prove it." I asked for a month off. I'd never done that in 5 years. My attending thought I was having a breakdown. Maybe I was. But not the kind that needed medication. The kind that needed redemption. I took Noah to the coast. We stayed in a small Airbnb with a window that faced the sea. He brought his sketchpad. I brought nothing except time. Real, unbroken, unrushed time. We walked. We talked. We didn't fix everything. We didn't pretend to. But I cooked him breakfast. He taught me how to draw a pigeon. I watched him sleep. He cried in the middle of the night once. Didn't tell me why. I just held him until he stopped shaking. One morning, he said, "Why didn't you run after me?" I didn't know you'd leave like that. I thought disappearing would hurt less than watching you choose everyone else. It gutted me. I told him the truth. I was scared of asking for less work, of making space for us. I thought I had time. I didn't know it was running out. We sat in silence, waves crashing beyond the glass. Then he touched my cheek, gentle like the first time, and said, "Then let's stop measuring things in time. It's been 2 years. I still work in the ER, but only 4 days a week now. Noah teaches art therapy for at-risk youth. He tells them about resilience and not vanishing just because the world forgets you. On our anniversary this year, I brought him to Finch and Fern. Same table, same drinks. Noah pulled out a folded piece of paper. Same size, same crease. But this one said, 'Some things survive because we chose to.' And then he kissed me like time had never won. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest videos.